All right, now let's go straight into part 2 of the interview with our guest from Korea University. How many interviewers were there?
So there were 3 interviewers and I was the only interviewee.
Oh, the only
And
interviewee. Okay.
yeah, so like 2 were Indians and 1 was Korean.
Oh, 2 were Indians.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How long was the interview?
There were so many students in the interview list. I could see the list. It was 6 minutes long. I had really this much time to prove myself.
Only 6 minutes.
Yeah, it was like very fast. They were
Oh,
just rapid questions. Yeah.
so it was you're rushing to express yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Then how was the atmosphere during the interview?
So, they were sitting with like expressionless face. I was not knowing if they're liking my answers or not.
Oh.
And yeah,
did they look more serious than me?
You are at least laughing or smiling. They were like this. No expression. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like very intense. I was really scared at that time.
Okay. Well, do you remember some questions you received?
There were a few general questions like why Korea, and you have to explain in like very few sentences. You cannot go with stories there because only 6 minutes. So why Korea? And there was a one fun question. They asked me, what do we call Korea in Korean?
Korea in Korean?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like this question.
How'd you answer?
한국.
한국. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. If I was asked the same question,
yeah,
I would say 대한민국.
The Republic of Korea.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Because at that time my Korean was like I was just starting with the alphabets. I didn't know much about it. Yeah.
If I was your competition, then I was selected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would use the official name, the Republic of Korea. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So how did you prepare your interview?
So basically, this is my suggestion also for all. I first prepared all the basic questions. People say like these are very basic questions, but I think the basic questions are the ones which make you stand out. Like everyone is answering for those questions. You have to prepare the answers in a way that you stand out of those basic question parameter. So I think basic questions are the most difficult ones for me because everyone will say South Korea is this great, but why? Like, so I think I just wrote those like this is the point I want to answer for this question. So the basic question and one special point I wanted to answer for that question, and that is how I prepared for the interview.
Okay, well, were you kind of sad because your interview was so short, but you prepared a lot?
Yeah, I was like, that the person asked me the question. I was like this, and he was like, just keep your answer short.
So when you're answering their questions, did they ask you to like stop? Okay, thank you, and next question? Something like that?
Yeah, because I was speaking too much.
Okay. Oh, you were saying too much. Okay. Did they ask you to tell them about yourself?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I introduced myself.
Okay, but did they ask you to? Did they stop you? Okay, thank you. Enough. Next question.
Just one question, next question, one question, next question. Okay. So like after 2 minutes, I knew that I have to like keep my answer very short. So I was speaking only the main point.
Okay. Were you nervous during the interview?
I was very nervous, and seeing their faces was making me more nervous.
No, they look so strict.
Yeah, they were very strict. Okay. They were very strict. Yeah.
Okay. So after the interview, do you think you would pass the interview?
And then
I did a good job, or oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't do great. Yeah.
I was able to express myself well at that point, and because I already gave a lot of interviews before that for my jobs. So I had that feeling. Oh, this interview went well. This interview did not go well. So I think my best interview was well.
Oh, so you thought, I did a good job. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you tell them about yourself? Can you like show me a little bit? Like how did you do it?
So I always introduce myself as a statistics student plus creative students. Statistics is like showing the numbers to a normal audience.
Yes.
And make a story out of it. And I think you have to be creative for that.
Right.
Because if you are not creative, you cannot be a good statistician. So that's I was the creative head of my one of my society in my university. So I just clubbed these two together. That I was the creative head and I'm a statistics student. So I am a perfect combo for this.
Oh, that's how you impressed them.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a
Uh,
great asset. So please select
yeah.
me.
Yeah. Select me. I am preparing for this interview.
Oh, okay, I have a lot of experience, so please select
not
me.
not not experience. Like I had the will to. I think will is very important to do anything. Yeah.
Say it again. What's important?
Will your willpower. Like you
Willpower.
want
Okay.
to.
Okay, your
Yeah.
confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's talk about after you became selected.
Mhm.
What was the process? How long did it take to receive a visa after you became
You
selected?
know, like for India, visa was for me, visa application period was more stressful than the application itself. Like because India was one of the banned countries by South Korea to because of COVID situation.
Oh,
So they were
okay.
like, we are going, we are not going, and at some point it was like, we are not going this year, maybe next year we are going.
Oh,
So, but because I'm so thankful to NIID because of their efforts, we got the special permission, and then like even the scholars were brought in a few numbers. Not all scholars came together. Like 10 scholars, 10 scholars, 10 scholars like that. And we got this was like I got my visa like one day before the flight.
that's
Yeah,
that's
it
good.
was like
Uh,
yeah.
uh, when I was working at the time, also I went through the same process.
Yeah,
I was helping the selected GK scholars, and
yeah,
also just regular the new students. They
yeah.
just directly applied to our the university
Universe.
where I'm working, and then
Mm,
they got selected, and I issued them visa documents,
mm,
but they were told that GKS scholars, new GKS scholars are the first priority.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they had to wait.
Yeah.
But some couldn't wait, so they just withdrew from
Mm,
admissions too. And also
mm,
some took their semester off.
mm. It was
So
a sad situation.
when
Yeah,
you're applying for a visa, it was very hectic.
yeah. It was
And
very
the
hectic.
COVID cases was very serious in India as well.
Mm, mm,
So I'm sure a lot of students went through hard times back then.
yeah,
That's
true.
right.
Yeah.
Um, so how long did it take? So only
I
within
think
a week or so?
no, like the um we were supposed to apply in July itself, but we applied in August. Like when we submitted, it took a week to get but the application, like you cannot apply, it was a long period. Like so the entire process I would say took 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much did it cost
We
to
we
arrive in Korea? For visa
uh
application, it's free, right?
yeah, even like my tickets were booked by my Korean language institute. So I think for me it was free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so did Jeju National University cover your flight
Yeah.
expenses?
Yeah. They sent me the ticket.
Did they select the date as well? Departure date?
Yeah. Because like our coordinators were constantly in touch with us. Like this is the date I want to book the final. Because first they were sending us the itinerary of the flight. Like this is the itinerary of the flight. Should I book it? So the coordinator will then book the flight ticket. They were asking our preferences as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what if your visa were not issued
Yeah. So the flight would be cancelled.
canceled?
It happened, you know, it happened with many GK scholars as well. Like visa was not issued and flight ticket was there. So flight ticket was cancelled after that.
Okay, then they did.
Yeah.
Then in that case, the coordinator would move the departure date to
Yeah.
a later
Yeah.
date.
Yeah, it was moved many times because you know COVID situation. This was many scholars had their tickets shifted to like 2 times, 3 times. It was the case.
So did you have to move your departure dates as well?
No, no, for me it
Oh,
was done. Yeah,
okay, just one time.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's good. You applied for the GK scholarship only first try, and you got accepted, and you didn't have to move your departure dates.
But
That
like our departure date was it's a shifted night. Like I was supposed to arrive on 17th of August as per our university curriculum, but I arrived on 7th September
September
in
7th.
Jeju.
Jeju.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that, what did you? So what are must-bring items to Korea? What did you bring?
So I think it depends on person to person preferences, but I would say bring your spices, bring your traditional clothes for cultural days experiences,
Okay.
and a few medications for the initial days, because, and I think rest everything is available in Korea. Do not carry those heavy bags from India to Korea. Like, no need to do that. I think just bring the things you cannot find in Korea, like your cultural dresses, because there are so many cultural days being organized by universities. So, and your food preferences, like food spices and stuff, because spices you can find them in Korea for sure, but they're a little bit expensive. So I would say these two.
So is there anything like you should have brought to Korea?
Uh, I think I brought everything with me.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I even paid extra luggage fee, so I brought everything with me.
Extra luggage.
Yeah.
But did you pay for yourself?
You
Extra
know,
luggage?
I came through Qatar Airways. So Qatar Airways have a student discount of 10 kgs extra. You have to
Okay.
just submit the
Okay. But if
Qatar,
you
I
want,
was happy.
so if you want to bring your extra stuff, then do you have to pay on your own?
Yeah, like if
Okay.
the university has booked a ticket for like 23 kg luggage, if your luggage is exceeding 23 kg, you have to pay yourself. University will not pay it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So did you when you first arrived in Korea, did you do money exchange at the airport?
I
Did you
did the
bring some
money.
money?
Yeah, but I did the exchange in India itself.
Okay. Okay.
So
Did you spend them all, or did you have some saved? Like,
so
did
the
you have to
thing is,
spend a lot of money like shopping in the at the airport, or?
no, I didn't shop anything on the airport, but when I came to Jeju, I spent a lot of money because there were things like it's not like I am moving houses. So
Oh, right.
yeah. So
You're
I
moving.
spent, and then I got my stipend, and yeah.
Okay.
Jeju is a bit expensive, you know.
It is expensive.
Yeah.
It's a
It's like
tourist
yeah,
attraction. So
yeah. It's beautiful, but it's expensive.
that is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there before. I know what you're talking about. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeju is
Mm.
like Korean Hawaii.
Yeah, like like whomsoever I talk to, the Koreans, they were like, "Oh, you're so lucky, you are in Jeju, you're in Jeju." Like, but you know, it's expensive.
That is fun.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good experience for you
Yeah.
because Seoul National University is in the capital city. So
Mhm.
the atmosphere is very different from Jeju. So now you're enjoying your nature, the great nature, before doing your master's. So
Mhm.
you're experiencing two different kinds of atmospheres in Korea.
Mm.
Uh, yeah. Those are very different, but you're experiencing.
Yeah.
You're just catching two birds with one stone now. So that's good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, do you recommend our studying Korea dreamers bring to Korea? What do you recommend?
I say that bring the things you cannot live without, and that are difficult to find in Korea. You can just search on the internet, is it available in Korea or not? So
Okay.
yeah.
How about money? Do they have to
But
bring some cash?
yes, I just bring some cash with you, because there might be time that your university is issuing your the stipend late.
Mm-hmm.
So by that time you have to manage it yourself.
Okay.
So I think I would suggest to bring the cash as per your living standard, like
Okay.
how much you like to spend, because it's different for everyone.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, when it comes to the stipend, you just
Mm.
talked about,
Mm.
were you because the 14-day quarantine, we're talking about the
Mm.
14-day quarantine as well.
Mm. Mm.
But for the expenses you had to
Mm.
spend
Mm.
was reimbursed, right? But was it on time or was it delayed?
So like the quarantine was fully paid, like food stuff, everything was free.
Okay.
When I came, like the money which I like used for was taking a taxi from the airport to
The
the from quarantine place to the
facility.
airport.
Okay.
Yeah, to come to Jeju. If that taxi price was covered by the university.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, how long did it take to get it reimbursed?
it was with my first payment. Like I received my stipend on like September 14 or 15.
September
And
14 or 15. Okay.
yeah, and I came to Jeju National University on September 7.
Okay. But for your monthly allowances, it's usually given within the first 5 days.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Now it's
but
like, because I arrived late. That's the problem.
okay.
Because my bank documents were not being prepared because I came late. Now I received my stipend within the first week. Like I
Oh,
already received the stipend for November.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So so where did you quarantine
So
for
like
14
all the
days?
students, yeah, so all the scholars who were from the red zone countries, we were first made to quarantine in Seoul, and then we were moved to our respective universities.
Did you quarantine at a hotel in Seoul?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But did you have to go there by yourself? Like you said, did you take a taxi?
No, like everything was very well planned, very organized. We met the GKS coordinators on the airport. Then they helped us to organize our documents, pass the immigration, and then yeah, they took us to the hotel. Yeah.
Oh, so when you first arrived at the Incheon International Airport,
Mm.
was the GKS coordinator waiting for you?
Yeah, they were.
Okay. But
Yeah.
because of the COVID situation, were you guys able to gather all together
No, like
at the same time?
because I told you right that only a few of scholars were coming daily, like 2 scholars, 3 scholars, like this.
Oh, okay, different schedules.
Yeah, different schedules.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh,
And
so
different quarantine places. Not everyone was quarantined at the same hotel.
okay, so were you guided to move to this place and that place? And
Yeah.
did you get on the shuttle to the quarantine
Yeah,
facility?
yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
okay. So how was the quarantine life? So how was the food and how was it?
So like um for I think hotel was very comfortable. Um it was like people were very nice,
Was it a
very
5-star hotel?
it was not 5 star, I think it was 3 star.
3-star? Not bad.
But it was very good hotel. And I asked some of my friends, it wasn't good. If you know the name, it was Ibis,
Oh,
IBIS. Yeah,
Ibis
yeah,
Hotel?
yeah.
Okay.
So the review was great and the
That's a
staff,
budget hotel actually.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
usually
And
a lot of business travelers
and
use the hotels.
yeah. And the staff was able to speak in English
Were
because
they
we
able to
were,
speak English? That's good.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I
Did you
start,
have a hotel meal?
yeah, not like they used to keep the food outside a room, ring the bell.
They left. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a hotel buffet?
No, not these things. It was the hotel turned into quarantine facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of food was it? Was it Korean food or Indian food? What was
It
it?
was Korean. It was Korean food. Like I applied for the vegetarian meal, so
Oh,
most
are
of
you a
the time
vegetarian?
I
Are you
am not
vegetarian?
vegetarian.
Okay.
I am Muslim, so
Okay.
I have some food restrictions. So I
That's
applied
right.
for the vegetarian
I see.
option to be on the safer side. So yeah, food was good. Yeah, it was like new things I was eating. And like
Okay.
they were so kind. They were giving some plant-based meat and stuff. Like they were really take care of. Like if I have applied vegetarian, it has to be vegetarian. They were very kind and nice. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what about you couldn't finish the food? Did you just leave it outside and they just like, took it all?
No, you have to crush the food and flush it.
Oh,
And yeah, and then you have to take care of all your like the plastic wrappers and stuff in a trash bag. And after that, after 14 days, so you have to make sure that you are maintaining that hygiene. And because they were providing everything you need for that hygiene, like cleaning stuff and stuff, so you have to do that. The trash would be taken out after 14 days only.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're totally restricted
Yeah,
to you're just stuck in the room then for
yeah,
14 days.
yeah. Just go
Uh,
out for the COVID test.
oh, okay. You had to take 2 times, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I took 3 times.
Three
Like for
times.
Jeju also.
Oh, when you arrived in Jeju, did you also take another
Yeah,
test?
yeah.
Okay, okay. So how was the Wi-Fi in the hotel room? Was it fast
Uh,
enough?
I think Wi-Fi was little slow in hotel because
Okay,
they already told that it's slow. So they also gave us the option to buy a SIM for the internet if you want. It
okay.
it was little slow, not that slow,
Hmm.
but it was a little slow.
Mm.
Mm.
The since we are having a new normal cases,
Mm-hmm.
we call it with Corona actually in
Mm-hmm.
Korea.
Mm-hmm.
So the COVID quarantine regulations are being revised.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, you just self quarantine for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
So next year probably the quarantine regulations are new to our new GKS scholars.
Mm-hmm.
So for them, like, do you have any like advice to give? How to
I think,
quarantine like effectively?
yeah. So I would say just because when you arrive in Korea, you're so tired. Like the entire process before coming to Korea, the visa. So I think just take rest and prepare for your new semester to begin. Do some activities that you like. Like I started my YouTube channel in quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say just enjoy. Just don't take so much pressure on yourself, and so that you are well prepared for your Korean language course.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So for the 14 days, what did you do usually?
For the first 5 6 days, I was sleeping throughout the day,
Okay.
and then
Were you having a jet lag?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So and
How
then
much
I
how much is the time difference from India
from
between
in
India and Korea?
India, like the traveling, or you're asking
Yes,
about the time
time difference.
traveling, uh,
Time difference.
time difference. So it's like India is 3.30 hours behind Korea.
Okay. So 3 hours and
Mm.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So you didn't have a huge jet lag then. Okay, it's not like nighttime and daytime change.
No, but the thing is, like,
But the
we
flight
were not.
was so long, right? How long
Yeah,
was the flight?
it was
Seven
like two
hours?
days.
Two-day flight?
Yeah, we were first made to like um
Did you
go
stop over?
through, yeah, like to Doha, then Doha to South
Incheon,
Korea.
South Korea? Okay.
Yeah, Incheon, yeah.
Okay.
There
So,
was no direct flight available.
okay. So how long did you stop over in Doha?
It was like 3 hours. I
Did you
don't
have to
remember it
wait?
well.
Did you have to wait for a long time?
Yeah, not that
Oh,
long, but
okay.
I think my ticket was like 23 August, and I arrived on 25 August in
In August.
Incheon. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So although it was a long flight, how was the flight?
Flight was very good. Qatar Airways is good.
Was it good?
I'm
Okay.
doing promotion here.
I never used it.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it good? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I hope I can use it when the COVID situations get better.
Mm,
So that we can fly everywhere. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely use the flight service too.
Mm,
Okay. Thank you. And let's talk about your Korean language program.
mm.
How's your life in Jeju? You said it was good in the beginning, but
Yeah.
can you tell us a little more?
So as I said, I lived in Delhi. So I lived in a like very polluted city. Delhi is really nice, but it has a lot of pollutions, and there were no greeneries, no sea, no sunsets. But I think I'm enjoying everything here. There are sea, sunsets, mountains, everything is there. I think I will not get enough of Jeju in this year. I'm really liking Jeju overall. Yeah,
Do you watch the sunrise and sunset every day?
yeah. Not like there are like once I go to, even the sunset is beautiful in my university itself. I don't have to go out.
Hmm.
But yeah, sunsets I like. I even like make time lapse of sunset. I really like all these things.
That's good.
Uh,
How about the people there?
People. Okay, so
Did you have a
I
chance to talk to them
yeah,
in the
like
streets?
I just went to I went to a father's garden for last trip, cultural trip, and people were so nice. Like they were even they were very curious about India, and they were they are happy to talk to me, and I feel like even though it's not because I cannot speak Korean well, and they cannot speak to me in that language, so we just contact talk through our feelings or something. But it's a good experience always when I go out. When I go
Did
out.
you communicate in English?
Yeah, I try to communicate in English. Many times I've lost the ways to university. Like bus system is little new to me. So yeah, they help me a lot. I use translators. This is the problem I'm facing.
Okay, they're very personable.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about your roommate? What's her nationality?
She's Indian.
Indian too. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Because
do you two often go shopping and go outside, exercise
mm,
together?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we got our visa late. That's why, because usually two same nationalities are not given the same room.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, because the problem was with our visa. We arrived at Jeju very late.
Mm-hmm.
The classes were already started. So
Okay.
yeah.
So did you start your language study program like a week after?
It was 3 days after.
3 days after? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you able to were you able to catch up with
Yeah, they
your study?
organized. Yes, they
Did they give
organized
some
extra classes.
extra homework too?
Mm. Yeah, and they gave us extra classes too. So yeah.
Okay. All
Mm.
right. How is the language study program there, and how are the Korean teachers at Jeju National University?
Mm. So I would say that the entire curriculum is very well planned. Initially, I was skeptical about they were telling they will teach Korean in Korean. I was like, how am I supposed to study like that? But they are really good at their job. Like I don't feel the need to have another language to I do not need English to translate something to this, because they are able to teach me Korean in Korean itself through gestures, through expressions, like a newborn is being taught. And they are organized extra classes, extra trips, cultural trips. It's very well planned. Very they will help you to immerse in the Korean culture well, along with learning the language.
Did you have a zero base of Korean?
Yeah, yeah. I just knew the letters.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So are you now in the beginner level?
Yeah, I'm in level 1.
Level 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But how is it studying Korean? Is it difficult?
I think because my mother tongue is Hindi, so I can relate some of the pronunciation, some of the sounds in Korean. So it's not very difficult for me. Um, yeah, because I think Hindi and Korean, some of the letters are very similar in sounds.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and then because Korean is highly context-based language.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand the background of the entire conversation to understand what they actually mean.
That's right.
It's not so. uh, I think watching K dramas is now helping me, because
Oh, that's good.
I can relate some of the context, some of the words like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we have words like a be, for example.
Yeah.
Be has like 3 different meanings.
Yeah.
Be is your tummy, your
Your
stomach.
ship.
It can be a
And,
ship too.
yeah.
And it can be also a pear.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah,
Mm.
fruit, something like that. Okay.
Mm.
Well, what are some tips to improve your Korean?
I'm in beginner level, but I would suggest that be in touch with Korean content, because as I said, it's highly context-based language. You just cannot have literal translations from English or to Hindi. It has to have a context. And if you have that, knowledge of this sentence is used in this situation.
Mhm.
Because when you watch or listen to K-pop or watch K-dramas, even this. So you have a like, this word is used at this time. When you are angry, you use this word. When you are happy, you use this word. So I would suggest that start with being in touch with the Korean content.
And also, do you have a chance to mingle with Korean students on campus?
Not in still now, because my entire building is filled with international students, but they help us with start with a buddy program.
Okay.
So I met my first buddy yesterday for the first
Oh, for the
meeting.
first time. Okay.
Yeah, and she gave me that name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then definitely you have to make use of those programs provided
Yeah.
by the university, right?
Yeah.
All right. And what's your aimed topic level during the first year of the Korean language study program?
So as NIT asks us for topic 3, I am planning to get topic 4 because Korea University has a requirement for topic level 4. So
to graduate?
Yeah, so I need topic 4. Okay. I'm planning to get topic 4 or 5. I just will I get that topic.
Okay. Okay. Fighting.
Thank you.
Fighting actually is actually now an English word.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
It's now a few weeks ago. It was listed in the Oxford Dictionary. Yeah, like fighting, like chimek. Do you know some words?
Not all, but I heard this new that.
Yeah. Oppa, onni, something like that.
Yeah, because these are very famous words. They have to be some in dictionary.
That's right. I was so impressed.
Yeah.
So really fighting, you can do it.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Let me ask you 2 more questions.
Yeah.
So what are your plans after finishing your master's program at Seoul National University?
At Korea University.
I'm sorry, Korea University. I was
it's
confused.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. So,
but those are very good prestigious universities.
Yeah. So
don't get me wrong.
No, it's okay. I can understand. Everyone in Korea is like Sky. SKY.
SKY, that's right.
Yeah.
My dad actually did his MBA at Korea University. So I love Korea University. So don't be offended.
No, it's completely fine. It's okay with me. So right now, yeah, I don't plan so much ahead, but I have the plan. I will not start with my PhD right away after masters. I will work for a couple of years, find my niche, and then apply for PhD. I'm planning to work in Korea itself.
Korea, by any chance?
Yeah, in Korea itself.
Does that mean you're gonna apply for GKS again?
First, that's how I said. Like first, I will work in Korea, and then I will think about PhD.
Okay, you're gonna get a job first.
Yeah, I will
think about doing your PhD here in Korea.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So you said you want to work in Korea.
Yeah.
What kind of job do you like to get?
So like I am a statistics student. So, there was a time I wanted to change my major, maybe business, but like because data science, numbers, this is like very into demand even in Korea. So I searched about it. Like even Korea needs statisticians, data scientists, because Korea is emerging. It has a lot of data to make sense out of it. So I think I would apply for data science, something related job.
Okay. So there's something about data, right?
Yeah, something about data.
The companies that deal with data.
Yeah.
Then that means that we have a lot of good IT companies in Korea.
Yeah, and now like data is not limited to any IT company only. Even if you go for entertainment industry, you have data.
Okay.
You go for healthcare,
each and every company actually use data these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
We call it like these. We call it big data. It's very trendy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Big data. Yeah.
Okay. A lot of companies need it. Need those who can deal with big data. So they're looking for people who can deal with big data. So
yeah. Right.
Okay. Like even the government agencies or even like private sectors, they all need big data these days, right? Okay. Okay.
That is right.
All right. Then your job, your job, future job, is very promising, I would say, because
Yeah,
people
kind of.
need people. They need people like you.
So I just hope to do well in my master's degree so that I
Mm-hmm.
can get a job here.
Okay.
Mm.
And we talked about this sky, you know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Seoul National University, Korea University, Yonsei University. So
Mhm.
you apply through the embassy track.
Yeah.
So what other two universities did you apply to? Can you say?
The statistics is it's not available in all the universities.
Mhm.
So I had very less options. So I applied to Hanyang and Pukyong National University in Busan. These
Busan.
three universities. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you have an interview with all the three universities
I got selected on screening.
on on screening?
Yeah.
So did the three universities select you?
No, I was rejected by Hanyang University,
Okay.
but because maybe the reason was they offer fully in 100% Korean course.
Ah, okay.
So I was very honest in my personal statement that my Korean level is this and this.
Mm-hmm.
So because I don't want to take, just don't want to make things up. I was very honest. And then I was selected by Pukyong and Korea University, but no one neither of the university took my interview.
Okay, it's only on screening, document screening.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Did you mention the three universities in your personal statement or your
No, no,
your SOP? No?
no. So
Okay.
my statement and personal statement was more because this is the trick you have to do if you're applying to embassy track. You cannot mention a university name in the SOP and this. So I was talking about statistics
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, not a university. And I was talking about how like Korea and statistics, only
Mm-hmm.
these two things, not
Mm-hmm.
not a particular university.
Because many of our studying Korean dreamers ask me if they have to mention the three universities they chose.
Mhm.
But it's totally up to them.
Yeah,
Like
it's totally up to
you
them.
just did, you could just focus on what you're going to study in Korea,
Yeah.
or you can also talk about the three universities they chose and
Mm.
talk about what good things they
Mm.
could bring to the applicants, like what
Mm.
kind of good facilities, what kind of good professors, what good things they have, so they can
Mm.
talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's totally up to them.
Yeah, it's up to them.
Mhm. All right.
Yeah.
The last question. So would you please say a few encouraging words to our studying Korea dreamers?
Uh, so I would say that just don't give up at any point of time. Like even when you're applying, there will be so many times like you will feel like, this is so difficult. Why do I need to do this? Even like preparing the documents, even getting the documents from the Indian university is so difficult. Oh my God, it's very difficult. So I would say just don't give up because at the end it's all worth it. And secondly, just don't focus on others. Like I have seen some people uh, checking out other grades, like what you are submitting as your extracurricular activities, what was your grade. Just don't focus on others, focus on yourself, focus on improving your skills, focus on bringing your talent out of like because everyone is talented. You just have to bring this out on the table,
Right.
and in that way you become a strong applicant, because GKS is not only about the papers, it's about you. They scan you, like you don't even know, but they know that they are scanning you from everything, like your talent, your conversation skills, your everything. So I would say just work on yourself if you want to be in, not only for GKS but for all other scholarships.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the encouraging words,
Yeah.
and thank you for your time.
Yeah,
And
thank you for having me.
I hope your life in Korea is always successful and bright.
Mm,
And I
mm,
hope you can achieve your definitely studying Korea dream. And
mm.
I can see that definitely you can be a good bridge between India and South Korea. So
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing your achievements in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
All right. Studying Korea dreamers, did you enjoy the interview today? I hope today's video has answered many of your questions. And so stay tuned for more interview videos with our GKS scholars from universities across from the peninsula. Thanks for watching. Now,
Enjoy your stay.
bye-bye.
Bye.